Hey homeschoolers, welcome to the Homeschool Sanity Show. My name is Dr. Melanie Wilson, Christian psychologist turned homeschooling mother of 6. I am here to help you achieve happier, healthier homeschooling. Is your child interested in doing a traditional book report or putting together a traditional trifold project? Mine either. In fact, my kids would be a lot more interested and excited about using digital tools to share their learning. I'm going to tell you more about that in just a minute, but first I wanted to share with you the teaching tip of the week. The teaching tip of the week is online unit studies. These digital learning tools are no longer just embedded in an ebook where you have to move back and forth from an ebook to a website to a YouTube video and then back again. Instead, online unit studies incorporate everything that you want your children to learn about a topic on one safe platform. These studies are for elementary to middle school students, and they are excellent. They can really be self-directed. There are so many topics already available, but what is really exciting is that with a new Kickstarter campaign, Beth Napoli, who is the owner of Online Unit Studies, is selling all access passes to these studies. Here is what that means. For one low price, you can have access to the studies that are currently available and also the studies that are going to be available in the future. So if your kids are bored with one topic and they want to move on to something else, they can. No more do you have to just purchase one unit study and then discover, this just really isn't holding our interest. We want to move on to something else. If you want to learn more about the Kickstarter campaign and all access passes to online unit studies, go to psychowith6.com/OUS. That's for online unit studies. I know you're going to love them. This relates to the topic of the week, digital alternatives to traditional student projects. There are so many digital tools available. In fact, that is the freebie for you this week. Beth Napoli of Techie Homeschool Mom has provided me with this list of 25 free web tools that your kids can use to create digital projects and show what they've learned. If you would like a copy of this that includes the links that you can click and check out all of these tools, then text me at 44222, the word WEBTOOLS. I had the opportunity to visit with Beth Napoli on the podcast. She was sharing why it is so important for us to think outside the box and begin giving our kids these digital tools to use to share what they know. So some examples of the tools that she described. She talked about Canva, and we talked about what an infographic is. And here you see what an infographic is. What a great way for kids to summarize what they have learned about a topic. You can create an infographic. You can create a quote graphic that you see here in Canva. This is a free web tool. My kids happen to love it, but I haven't had them create an infographic yet, and I love the idea. You can also create with other digital tools a travel journal. If you read about ancient Greece or you're studying a particular country, for example, this would be a great way of your kids sharing what they know in a fun way, in a digital way. The other thing that I am so excited about that Beth talked about on the podcast was using Prezi to create a digital timeline. My high school student created a paper timeline that surrounded this room, and he wouldn't let me take it down. This digital timeline is so interactive, and it makes it so obvious which events happened around the same time. These are just a sampling of the digital tools that your kids can use to create projects that are alternatives to what you and I grew up using. If you want to hear the entire interview with Beth Napoli on the podcast, go to ultimateradioshow.com/digital projects. That is all for this version of the Homeschool Sanity Show. I will be back with you in 2 weeks after I attend the Great Homeschool Convention in Cincinnati. Have a wonderful homeschool week.